very frank, I never wanted to be an author because I think authors are very, very boring. It requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of time to be consistently working on a book. So I never thought in my dream, that was never in my to-do list. हालांकि जब मैं दूसरों की बुक्स देखती थी, अपने और को प्रोफेसर्स की बुक्स देखती थी, मैं कहती थी मे बी एक दिन मैं लिखूं, बट इट वाज नॉट इन माय टू डू लिस्ट एट ऑल. But I guess there is a new opening, there is a opportunity for all situations, and I guess my becoming an author was just by the way. It's just, I think during COVID, when we were all going through this phase of disappointments, confusions and stress and all those things, कि पढ़ाई कैसे करें, बच्चों कैसे पढ़ाएं, students are not really in the class because you were just sitting in front of your Zoom or your Teams or whatever, like you are sitting in front of your monitors, but students are not there 100%. So whatever is working in my situation is not working in other situation, or whatever is working for other teachers is not working for me. So we were always in that udhirmun of learning and explaining to each other कि क्या चल रहा और क्या नहीं चल रहा है. So I guess it was just brainstorming with my co-workers, not just in Switzerland but also in rest of the world, that we were constantly discussing, and I was making notes कि क्या क्या चीजें अच्छी हो रही हैं, क्या क्या चीजें अच्छी नहीं हो रही हैं. And also I think during that time I started my degree in Derby, University of Derby in England, and I was working on my PG cert. So the topics that I was doing in my PG cert were kind of very much with what was happening at that point of time. So I guess, you know, जैसे आप एक teacher, आप update अपने skills करते रहते हो. So I was also into that, and I guess whatever I was learning over there, I started a bit implementing in my day-to-day learning. So जो भी चीजें were a win-win, I was taking notes of it. I was writing it down. I was documenting everything. And whatever was not happening or whatever was not good, I was putting a small cross over it. So when I was sharing those notes with my other friends, you know, कि आप अपनी क्लास में ये कर सकते हो, मेरी क्लास में ये चल रहा है, मेरी क्लास में वो चल रहा है, you know, so they said, why don't you document it? You already have so much information. Why don't you make like a small pocket book, which will be a win-win, which will be like a, you know, something that will help other teachers, other trainers also. So I said, that's a good idea. And that's how I wrote my very first book, which was completely by accident, but it became very, very successful again because it was Dil Se. It was a very, very sincere effort with what was working and what was a win-win formula. And it became a good hit. And I'm so happy that with that book, lots and lots of people globally who are using it as a template to engage learners in the virtual classroom. So it's not just for teachers, it's for trainers, it's for anyone and everyone who is using a virtual platform for their dailyhood. You know, like चाहे आप trainer हो, चाहे आप educator हो, जहाँ पर भी आप ये use कर रहे हो, my book is really an answer to make your audience 100% with you. They are going to be with you. They are going to be completely engaged if you follow the tips and some of the small secrets that I've shared in the book. So do read it.